Hello everybody, Michael here for Tactica Imperialis, continuing my analysis of Codex Space Marines today, looking at the troops and the dedicated transport sections. There are 2 General Marine troops and 1 Special Marine troops available to only Black Templars, and there are 3 or 4 dedicated transports as well. 4. Okay, so at the start we obviously have the typical tactical squad. Strength and toughness 4, WSBS 4, 1 wound initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8, 3+ save. Power armor, bolt gun, bolt pistol and grenades. And they shall know no fear, chapter tactics that you choose, and combat squads for splitting up if you take 10. They are 70 points for 5, and you can take 5 more at 14 points each, so they are 140 for 10. You usually start with 4 Marines and a Sergeant. You can upgrade the Sergeant to be a Veteran Sergeant. This gives you +1 attack and +1 leadership. If you have less than 10 models in the squad, you're allowed 1 special or heavy weapon, so Flamer, Grav Gun, Heavy Bolter, whatever else is available. If you have 10, you may take 1 special weapon, and 1 other may take a heavy weapon. So you can't have, say, 2 missile launchers or 2 Flamers, but you could, say, take a Melter Gun and, I don't know, what am I thinking of here? A las cannon. Veteran Sergeant upgrade is 10 points. Sergeant may exchange bolt gun and or bolt pistol with a chainsword. May take items from melee or range weapons, so combi weapons, pistols, lightning claws, power fists, etc. May take melter bombs or teleport homer for helping deep strike units. May take drop pod if it numbers 10 or less, rhino for 10 or less, and razorback if it's 6 or less as a dedicated transport. Then you have the scouts. These guys are weapon skill, ballistic skill 3, strength and toughness 4, 1 wound initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8, 4 up save. They are 55 points to 11 points each, and come with 4 scouts and a sergeant. Again, you're allowed a veteran sergeant who has weapon skill and ballistic skill 4. He's basically a space marine in scout armor. May exclude 5 additional scouts. You have combat tactics, combat squads, infiltrate, move through cover and scout. So you can set up nearer the enemy, you have access to outflank, starting moves, easier to get through terrain, and you have all the equipment of a space marine except scout armor instead of power armor. May replace bolt gun with shotgun or close combat weapon for free, or may take a sniper rifle for 1 point. May take camo cloaks at 2 points each for giving them stealth. 1 scout may take a heavy bolter for 8 points, a little bit of a weird choice of numbers, and Hellfire Shell makes it poison 2+. May take a missile launcher with frag and crack missiles, which you can upgrade to have flak missiles. Flak missiles are slightly weaker, but they have Skyfire, and they are 10 or 15 points. May upgrade to Veteran Sergeant, may take on the Sergeant melee or range weapon, may take melter bombs or teleport homer. 1 scout squad may take Sergeant Telian for 50 points. Sergeant Telian is weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 6, strength and toughness 4, 1 wound initiative 4, 2 attack, leadership 9, 4+. He has a variety of rules, acute senses, they shall know no fear, combat squads, infiltrate, move through cover, scout. Stealth means he's basically got a camo cloak to start with, so if your squad has camo cloaks, he'll have a 5+ cover save. Ultramarines chapter tactics, so you may need to take Ultramarines to run this guy. I'm not sure how they word it. Eye of Vengeance. I'm just going to go to his page because there are a few things on there. Overshot. Crying out loud, Michael. Sorry, very sorry. Eye of Vengeance. All shooting hits are precision shots. That means he picks who he wounds. You don't just kill the front guy. You kill anybody you want if you can get a kill, that is. Acute senses is a Space Wolf rule. I think it's to do with night fighting. Voice of experience. If he doesn't shoot and the squad doesn't run, you can nominate 1 scout to be BS6 for the turn. So, for example, if your missile launcher needs to get a vital shot off, you can say, right, I'm going to make him BS6. You must declare you are using this before anybody fires. His gun is Strength X, so Poison 4+, AP 5, 2-shot sniper, so that's Poison 4+, rending, pinning, all the usual sniper rules. It's a slightly buffed version of a sniper rifle, really. I wish they'd put the Stalker pattern bolt gun into the real thing, because, well, it's really cool, if you ask me. If you guys know the video game Space Marine, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, and he's 50 points. May select a land speeder storm as a dedicated transport, which is on the next page. I'm coming on to that. If you choose Black Templar's chapter tactics, you have access to the Crusader squad. The Crusader squad is comprised of tactical marines and scouts. So you start basically with 5 initiates who are basically tactical marines. They are 14 points as ever. A sword brother is a sergeant, a veteran sergeant, sorry, and neophytes are scouts. Power armor for the normal guys, scout armor for the neophytes. They all have bolt gun, bolt pistol, etc. They shall none fit, and Black Templars tactics, because you have to take Black Templars. May include up to 5 more initiates, and may include up to 10 neophytes. You may not take more neophytes than initiates. So basically, the maximum number of initiates is the maximum number of neophytes. Sorry, that's the wrong way around. You can't take 6 neophytes and 5 initiates, for example. It's in the background, the initiates train the neophytes, so you can't have one guy on his own without a trainer. May upgrade one guy to a sword brother. Any model may take a chain sword for free. One initiate may take a heavy weapon, a power weapon, or a power fist. Different initiate may take a special weapon. Any neophyte may take a shotgun or close combat weapon. Sword brother or sergeant may take a melee or range weapon, may take melter bombs. May take a drop pod, rhino, razorback, or land raider crusader. That's a heavy support choice, so I've got a bit of talking to do before I get to that one. But it works because a rhino only has a capacity of 10, and a land raider has a capacity of 16. In the case of a crusader, so you can carry a decent sized squad. Just somewhere on here, yeah, an example here you can see initiates and then a neophyte attached to the squad in a land raider crusader. And they are obviously 14 points for an initiate, 10 points for a neophyte, similar to what the scouts are. You can, in Black Templars, still take scouts as a squad in their own right. It's up to you. In transports, we have the ubiquitous Rhino. Stormbolt, searchlight, and smoke launchers can fix itself on a 6, so it can repair, immobilize the weapon destroyed. 11, 11, 10, whoops. BS4, 3 hull points, capacity 10. Tank, 35 points, may take some vehicle options such as Dozer Blade or an extra Stormbolter perhaps. The Razorback, same stat line, capacity 6, but instead of a Stormbolter, it mounts a twin-linked Heavy Bolter. So it's got a lot more shooting power, though it sacrifices its capacity. It only has a transport, as I said, of 6. May take vehicle options as usual. It costs 55 points. You may exchange the twin-linked HB for a heavy flamer, a twin-linked assault cannon, twin-linked las cannon, or a las cannon and a twin-linked plasma gun. Points shown here. So 20 points for the majority, free for a heavy flamer. This is obviously to strike a balance between firepower and transport. So with small squads it works, with big squads obviously it doesn't fit. Then you have the drop pod, equipped with a Stormbolter. Inertial guidance system. This means that if it scatters into models, it can reduce its scatter so as it doesn't. If it goes off the board, it still counts as mishapping. Immobile means it counts as immobilized the minute it lands. Drop pod assault, it can come on turn 1, or half your drop pods come on turn 1. 12 all round, 3 hull points, open topped, 35 points. May carry 10 guys, or a dreadnought, or a thunderfire cannon, which is a heavy support choice, which I'm coming on to. May replace Stormbolter with a Deathwind launcher. That's a strength 5 AP nothing large blast. And may take a locator beacon for deep striking units coming later. So often you'll find that, at least in the background, drop pods are used quite extensively, and I think they're the best dreadnought delivery system in the game. Then we have the Land Speeder Storm. This cannot carry tactical marines. It carries scouts, 5 scouts. BS3, 2 hull points, 10 all round. Fast skimmer, 45 points, has deep strike and scout, a heavy bolter, and a couple of pieces of war gear, the Cerberus launcher and the jamming beacon. One moment. Hang on. I really should get quicker at getting through this. Jamming beacon. Where is it? Cerberus launcher. Cerberus launcher. Here we go. Strength 2, AP nothing, 18 inch range, blind, large blast. So it's not going to kill much, but it might just distract them a little bit. And the jamming beacon, I'm probably going to have to check the Land Speeder Storm page to see what this does. Nope, page 126. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Very sorry about this, guys. I really should have looked this up in advance. I'll learn my lesson. Here it is. Jamming beacon. Enemies that scatter when deep striking roll double the number of dice. So let's say you're deep striking a unit within 12 inches of a land speeder storm, and you scatter. Instead of rolling 2d6 for scatter, you roll 4d6. So you can go way off target. So be careful, and it's quite useful this, because it's there as standard. A couple of options available. You may replace the heavy bolter with a heavy flamer, a multi-melter, or an assault cannon. Depends on what its purpose is and where it's going to be. If you saw our battle report when I played against James and Ben, land speeders with multi-melters are very good at killing tanks if you can get a good deep strike roll. You can deep strike them, and then if you've got scouts inside, they might be able to do some damage as well. That's all the transports, I believe. Yep, next page is elites. So my next video in this series will be the elite section, obviously, all the veterans, the dreadnoughts, terminators, and then I will come on to fast attack and heavy support as and when. Thank you for watching this analysis part of the Space Marine Codex. My name is Michael, and I will see you again.